Good morning. Yes, it's what a wonderful day. I woke up this morning before the sun was coming up, and I was out here listening to the birds, and it's beautiful coming outside and hearing those birds welcome me with such a concert of beautiful rhythms, sounds, natures. It's a wonderful way to connect first with, then to ground inwardly. But anyway, I want to come and share my narrative-based interviewing framework with you this morning. It's NBI Live, sharing it from my heart, and sharing from my heart of what the I brought onto paper. And today my teacher is understanding, and my intention is vision. And I often say, and it is a fact, that the three indispensables of narrative-based interviewing is writing, reading, and spiritual pathway. If you resist writing, reading, or spiritual pathway, you're going to struggle or have a very difficult time, or be very challenged with any type of transformation, change, or shift in intellect or thinking or behavior. Behavior modification will fade away because you'll have no way to really track anything. But if you don't want to write it, and if you don't want to reread it, and you don't want to use a spiritual pathway to guide you in it, it'll be a quite a challenge. Not impossible, but challenging. So I look at vision as that lens, a lens. So one of the primary purposes of narrative-based interviewing is to be the most active participant in the now, the most active participant in the unfolding of your life, the unfoldment of betterment. And that requires a new lens of awareness. Right? We say that because what vision do we have? Our vision comes from what's inside, what we already know. You only know what you're exposed to. So once we're receiving, it goes into this lens of awareness. But the awareness is only of what we know. So what can we be aware of without new insight and new information? Only what we know. And that's how those narrative identities present themselves. It's just one of those things that the mind, the subconscious, has created. An ego is an identity that's saying, okay, here's what we're seeing, here's what our vision is, here's what we understand, and here's how we're going to act and respond. So it's not about the words that are being said. It's about who's hearing, who's witnessing, and who's observing what's being said. Stop and ask yourself that, because right away we hear something, knowledge comes at us from all over the place. It's coming in all day long. That's why the subconscious never stops. It's always looking for new information, influences, and indicators. You know, to fit in somewhere, fit into a narrative somewhere, so that we're prepared, because everything's about a protective measure. Right? So the brain wants to protect and predict. And so it's not about what we hear. Stop. Who's hearing it? Who's witnessing it? And who's the most active participant in it? Right? Not just what the words say. Right? It's stop and ask who's listening to it. It's the I. We don't give the I enough time because we don't come back to it. We don't come back to that power moment, that moment of perfection, and that space to participate differently. We just automatically react in the subconscious autopilot. So we have to stop searching for the truth. Searching for the truth is going to be proved to be challenging, and we're always going to have. It's always going to seem like we're searching for it. We're searching for it, and we're always going to be searching for it because there's always something new to find, right? That's what our mind tells us. There's always something to improve. There's always something to fix. There's always something to figure out. And that's where that stopping and coming back to the perfection of this moment. The now is perfect when we enter it and live in it and sit in it with right ideas. We're not looking for the truth. We're sitting in the truth. And it's about understanding the truth that is already there. So that teacher understanding is telling me, sit in the now, sit in the perfection, sit in right ideas. Ask yourself who is the witness, who is the observer, who is listening. It's not always about what is being said, right? Because depending on who's saying it, where it's being said, how it's being said, is how we're going to receive it. Because how we perceive what's being said is how we receive what's being said. And then how we receive it is ultimately how we perceive it. So it's really important to sit in understanding. Stop seeking and searching and looking for the truth. Sit in the now and be one with the truth. That's understanding. I'm not the seeker of understanding. I am the treasure chest of it. Wow, like, whoa, what? Like that truth and that understanding isn't outward. It's not an outward investigation. Nothing is going to bring me that truth and understanding. Where it starts at, the center point, the core of it, it's centric. It's centered in the I, of that understanding and truth. It's already there. If I don't stop and return to it and understand the truth that is already there, the I am, right? The I to the I am to the I am, whatever it may be. Today is for me vision. I am vision. Now, that internal truth that I understand intrinsically and intimately, I can share and I can receive and I can perceive back and forth. And now I'm writing authentic narratives. I'm writing narratives that are coming from the source, right? The I. Searching, looking, and seeking for understanding will only cause more searching, seeking, and searching, looking, and seeking. This is, I'm reading off here what the I gave to me this morning. So yes, when I search, look, and seek for understanding, all it's going to cause is more searching, seeking, and looking. It's outward. I'm looking for it outward. When I stop and return to it, it's already there. Every moment I enter in and out of, the I already has the answer to what my response should be. How I should participate. Returning to that I is going to guide me intrinsically, naturally, organically to proper participation. Why? Because I've properly identified what I'm experiencing. I'm properly using the I, and I'll properly participate in that moment. Exactly how it's supposed to be. Without any worries, cares, or anxieties. Return to that I eliminates all those things. It gives you the purest sense of confidence you'll ever experience. The more you practice it, the more autonomy you'll have, the more agency you'll have, and the more authority you'll take back each time you go there. Knowledge comes to us. The balance of the knowledge we receive is based in our own intellect and past education. So we already have a perceived notion. It's already perceived conception of what this knowledge is bringing us. Is it for me? Nah. Is it for me? Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with this. I agree. Who agrees with it? Who agrees with what you agree with? Where's that agreement coming from? Has anybody ever sat? Have you ever sat? I've been sitting with it. Contemplations are powerful, but who agrees with this opinion? How was this opinion formed? What was the narrative around this opinion? What was the experience that gave me this opinion? That's true understanding, and it happens within. I can't find it out here. I can't allow this one and that one, Tom, Dick, and Harry, to continue to envelop my opinion, my thinking, my intellect, my education. When I return to the I and say, how does this sit with the I? Now we're entering into some true opinion. Most of the things that it's important to know about the inherited, imprinted, implanted, and how we adopt these things, our core beliefs, our thinking. A majority of them, if not all of them, aren't even our own. Core beliefs are not our core beliefs. We've inherited them, they've been imprinted and implanted on us. We adopt them and create adaptive responses to them. So, the ways we seek will determine what we see. And we compare this to that. So what I already have, my understanding is more static than dynamic. It's more stationary than movement. I'm anticipatory. I already have this way I seek, and the way I seek is what I'll see, and then I just move into comparing this and that. This is what I know. This is what this says. Is it connected? No, so I deny it. It's only defeating me and my maturation and my evolution and my revolutionary process in the mind, the transformation of the mind, the renewing of the mind. Ultimately, my evolution is going to be stunted by that. And comparison instead of contemplation is dangerous. So if I compare this to that, what I know to what is being said, what I know as to what is being presented, what I know to what I'm experiencing, I'm limiting my vision. What that is I'm looking at things through tunnel vision, And this is a key part of understanding and moving into that vision. My intention is going to continue to redefine my teacher. Right? My vision is going to help refine understanding. We look at things often through tunnel vision, by what we know. That's a form of fogged microscopic lenses. Right? So then we take that of what we know, and then we have this huge outward investigation of the telescopic lens, where we take everything out there that we try to bring it in and cause confusion and clutter, when really that intimate microscopic return to the eye, take it all, take the telescopic, bring it in microscopically to the eye. I am vision. I look at that, now I have that new lens of awareness. Contemplation is one of the most powerful words, and if we're not contemplating, and that's one of the things with meditation. What type of meditation are you doing? Oh, I'm going to silence the mind. Good luck. The mind is built to think. Here's something you don't hear often enough. Let me silence the body so that I can master the mind and allow the thoughts to come and go without any obsession or compulsion to act on them. Now, we're talking about something. Once I get in that and I silence the body, I can contemplate. I can balance thoughts, ideas, concepts, whatever it may be, with a new lens of awareness. Why? Because I stopped, created space to get new insight and information, to create a new microscopic lens of awareness within, and then telescopically without. Now I can apply it. Knowledge can expand our understanding, but the ultimate understanding is returning to the truth that has always been in the eye. So yeah, knowledge and education and all these different things, podcast, go ahead, listen to podcasts, listen to all the gurus you want to listen to. Hey, come on here, listen to me. Well, whatever, you can or you can. I mean, it's not really hurting me in any way. In fact, it only helped me when you pursue some of the similar things I'm pursuing and you're pursuing. We're entangled, right? There's vibration, frequency in that. It's only going to help me. It's only going to help you. So yeah, knowledge is going to expand our understanding. Why? Because it's going to expand on what we know. And the more we know, the more we can return to the eye and complete that. Make that complete, make that universal. And when we do that, we're returning to the truest sense of understanding. We were born with the absolute. We were born with the absolute truth. From the day we were born, the world told us to keep seeking for it, looking for it and searching for it. And we've never found it. It's just more seeking, looking, and searching. When we return to the eye, absolute truth, understanding, right? We cannot write a narrative of the absolute truth. Remember, it cannot be born and it cannot die. It will not be born and it will not die. The absolute truth was with us then, it's with us now, it'll be with us later, and it was there before us. So that absolute truth is what is a birthright. We're born into it. That absolute truth is I consciousness. And when I say I consciousness, return to the I see, because I am the eyewitness of my absolute truth. And when I say I am vision today, that is my absolute truth. Needs nothing added to it, nothing subtracted from it. It's absolute. And it's already there. When we return to this moment, three primary purposes NBI. Stop. Return to the power of the moment. It's the only power you have. In this moment is your creation. What you participate in now, you will experience next. So we come back to the power of the moment. We stop and create space. Creating space is that space where we return to the eye, create that space to return to the eye, and then that knowledge and understanding is presented to us in the eye. What that does is allows us to be the most active participant, and we're in the now. And so we stop, come back to the power moment, create space between me and what I'm experiencing, and I become the most active participant. Right? That all process is about return to the eye, inward, outward, never outward, inward. It's going to confuse, it's going to stunt, it's going to complicate, but nevertheless, becoming the most active participant. So the truth is stimulated with knowledge. Then the truth, stimulated by knowledge, blends with understanding. Then that understanding blends with the combination of this moves me into a vision, what I'm seeing, those thoughts, and right into action. So it goes truth, knowledge, understanding, vision, wisdom, and action. And so that's how that flows from the understanding, and from the truth to the knowledge of it, to the understanding of it, to the vision of it, and then the action of it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Understanding is not psychological, and it's not mental. Understanding is spiritual. It's a spiritual gift. Understanding is the power of divine discernment. And when I return to the I become one with God. I'm in that silence, and I'm with the absolute truth. Divine discernment becomes my understanding. So I have two scriptures that are driving my purpose today, and they flow. 2 Timothy 2:7. Think over what is said, and God will give you understanding. So again, what is being said, who's hearing it, who's witnessing it, who's observing it, return to the I, and God will give me understanding of it. So just that's 2 Timothy 2:7. Think over what is being said, and allow God to give you the understanding of it. And you got Proverbs 4:7. It says, the beginning of wisdom is to get wisdom. And whatever you get, make sure you get it with truthful insight. So yeah, the beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom. And whatever you get, make sure you get it with truthful insight. So yeah, my teacher understanding, my intention vision, my narrative construct, I am vision. And I hope this sat with you today. I hope it was you were able to understand it. I hope you were benefited and got something from it. It really helped me expressing it, and knowing someone will hear it, and maybe it'll bring some betterment to their life. So I pray and ask God to allow His vision to flow from Him to me, through me, from me, and back to me. Stay blessed. Keep interviewing, and I love you.